I love neutral sounding words, neutral words that has a neither bad or good connotation. And let me tell you why, okay? When there's always a polarity between something good, something happiness, like word happiness, there is always going to be a top and a bottom. So happiness, bad. Or like happiness or sadness or unfulfilled disappointments and pride. Like there's always going to be that polarity. When there's such a high state of being, there's always going to be a negative state of being. But with neutral words like mediocrity, with peace, it's in the neutral sense. It's neither good or bad. It's how you interpret it, what the context is. A lot of people view mediocrity as bad. It's a sign of failure. It's a sign that you haven't achieved your goals, that you are living in comfort, in peace, in a life that is not up there. It's not living to the best of the best. Right? But you can also think of it like on the other hand, right? You can also think of it as being at peace in a good sense, living in balance within your means. You can view it as a form of acceptance of not stagnation at all. It's more like freedom and peace in where you are at the current moment. Now, most people say like being at peace with, for example, if you have a 9-to-5 job, people would say like you should aspire to live more of your means. You should aspire to be more. But can people not be comfortable in their current situation? Can people find comfort in living in the norm? We're fed a lot of this hope core, of this jargon that we need to be more, we need to be better. And in a sense, that is true. Life, in my point of view, there is always going to be a sense of like we need to expand our horizons. We need to be able to aspire to be in growth, in excellence. But I feel the best thing that a person could be is at peace. It is being at mediocre, if you say, if you want to put it in those words, because a balanced life is a good life. When you go on these extreme diets, for example, if you go on like you're trying to lose weight and you try to do it in a way that is damaging to your body. Say, for example, like you only eat like 500 calories a day, or like only drink water, or like these fat diets. It's not good, right? You're thinking you're bouncing between extremes of being super restrictive or super unhealthy. That is not good. I view the word mediocrity, I view the word peace as just a state of being, a state of homeostasis, a state of this is the norm. Mediocrity doesn't have to be bad in any sense. And so, if we look at it from a philosophical perspective, okay, people in Stoicism, it should be no excess, right? No excess energy, no excess force. It should be balance. In existentialism, they view it as like mediocrity being a trap from living safely, living without passion or risk. So there's all these different interpretations of these neutral words, right? Mediocrity and peacefulness. Give me some other examples of neutral words, because I love it. I even have a ring saying mediocrity, if you can see. Because I love the word so much, because it's really how you view it. For example, like the saying, this too shall pass. That is a neutrality. That is a statement of neutrality, because it's based on the context of your situation. For example, this too shall pass. I'm having an amazing time with someone so important to me. But this too shall pass. So you're going to have to live, this is a reminder to live in the moment. In a negative sense, if you are going through so many hurdles, so much pain at this current moment, the saying this too shall pass would be a sign of hope, a sign that this feeling that you have will pass. So just bear it. It's a sign. These neutral words are a sign, a neutral quote that is able to be put in context in any situation of your life, to appreciate the moment or to remind yourself that this moment isn't forever. Mediocrity, for example, it can be a sign of motivation for you to not be something that you don't want to be, or it can be a sign to you to live in your current situation and be in balance, because there is a positive and negative connotation to it. And it depends on how you feel at the moment, as a reminder. So what I'm trying to say here is, when you need a quote, you need a reminder that there's a good and a bad. And a neutral quote would help you with that. So that's just my spiel for today. I think my phone's ringing. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay?